Welcome to Spar Talk, where we get to know the gamer within. I'm your host Zeus with my co-host Chops, and today we're joined by Big Tuna. How's it going, Big
Yeah,
Tuna? How you
good
doing, man?
year. What's popping with the boys? What's
Tuna,
Yeah,
popping?
man.
Big
welcome to
two
the
in the
show.
building.
Welcome to the show,
So,
sir.
Tuna, when you heard about this show, man, what was your reaction?
Man, I loved it. Like I'm not all right. I'm Cap. So when I first seen the first video you posted in the Discord, I was like, oh, that looks cool. And I watched it a little bit, and it was just you and Zeus talking. I was like, oh, it's cool. So I watched a little bit of it, y'all fighting, but I was like busy doing stuff. And then I watched all the jab one, and I heard you on all the jab talking and how y'all was talking about that poo game that you was playing, like one of the worst games. And I just thought
Yeah,
that was interesting how y'all was talking in the fight. Like I was paying, looking at the fight a little bit, but then I was like, nah, I like the I like how y'all doing that, the bouncing ideas and the podcast type. Like, I thought it was amazing, man. I think you guys are on the right track. It's wonderful.
man, appreciate that,
Hey,
bro.
man, thanks. Let me ask you a question though. How did you get the name Big Tuna?
Or look,
What's the story?
I done had a lot of PlayStation names. Everybody on PlayStation usually know me as Smokey Robinson, but I
What?
changed it to public toilet seat. Yeah, because I was filthy. I was nasty in video games, so I went to public toilet seat for a while. And one day I was they got this movie called Blow, right?
Oh
There's a
yeah,
fat dude on
classic.
Blow.
Yeah, yeah,
And
Johnny
you
Depp.
remember,
Yeah.
yeah, so you remember the fat
Oh,
guy on
Big
Blow? His
Tuna.
yeah, that's where the name come from, right there.
Oh wow,
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Okay.
that's crazy. That was one of my
Curve,
all-time favorite
curveball,
movies to
right?
watch.
Nobody ever think
Yeah,
that.
no one
You
has
know what
that
I'm
name,
saying?
Big Tuna.
Yeah, I
And
rock with the tuna, man. That's my
and I
dog.
remember when I came across you, it was on Rank, the first time I ever played against you. I'm like, Big Tuna. I'm like, this guy is a crazy sea fisherman. Like, that's what I went to.
A big seaman, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm like, yo, this guy out there catching the big tunas, man.
Oh man, that's
But
funny.
nah, it was the movie,
Yeah,
man.
once I didn't think that was gonna get that big on my it was a good bow. So
Yes, sir.
with Regis, I
Hey,
don't
yo,
talk to me.
yo, Big Tuna.
Yes,
So I
sir.
seen you fight with Sugar Ray Leonard
Uh-huh.
quite a bit. I watch your channel and stuff. Is that your favorite fighter? Who's your favorite fighter? Your favorite
Like
boxer,
on the
MMA guy,
game or
whatever, in
just
real life?
my
Yeah, let's do
favorite
this
boxer.
game and then whoever outside of the game, maybe.
So my favorite boxer in this game is probably I don't, it's kind of sugary, but it's like I use him because he got a crazy stamina pack. I like the boxer as a whole, but
Yeah,
right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably Josh Taylor.
Oh, good pick
Josh
right there.
Taylor.
Underrated,
Yeah, it's
actually.
probably Josh
Wow, I
Taylor
did not expect that.
because it's like he fight real good at both stances, and he don't even have like no badges. It's pretty good. Like he's fast, he's everything. Yeah, man, he's like it's
Well, I'd assume you need to be pretty skilled to use Josh Taylor. Is that
kind of
maybe a
yeah.
thing too?
Yeah. But I done lost to a
Not
couple
anyone
like
could use
Sugar
him.
Rays and stuff like I done played some people that was really good with Sugar Ray and then the character the overall wise kind of takes over at that point. But
Got
it's still
the
I like
plus
you know
20
who else
jab.
I like and I wish he had more of him on the game. I like Beaver. Like Beaver a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. I do too.
Is he too
But
slow though? You think they got it
yeah,
wrong? Like he should be a little faster, right?
I don't think they have his punch mechanic. In the game. I think they just put any punch mechanic because if you look how he fight in real life and how he throws punches, it come from like weird little angles, like how Russian fighters fight.
I
Yeah, and
agree.
they
They
kind of
don't. They
gave him
don't have them made.
generic
Yeah,
animations.
yeah, they did. They don't have them made correctly.
Yeah. But that feel like that about a lot of the boxers on here. They got it. Just I don't know if they went and did their little punch things. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, you go in and do your
Yeah,
punches, or they
yeah,
just
yeah. I don't think every fighter had their animations like mo-capped.
yeah,
So I'm
definitely,
wondering,
definitely.
man, what was the first game you ever played that you remember? Or
And
maybe a
I
game that got you into
remember,
gaming in general?
first game I probably ever remember is probably it's probably Mortal Kombat or Madden.
Man, Mortal
Yeah, from
Kombat.
my like
Those are
my
good picks, though.
yeah, like back in the day. It had to be Mortal Kombat though, if I'm not mistaken. My very first game that I played and that I remember.
Who was
Probably
your
Mortal
main in
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I was just about to ask, who is your main in Mortal
We got
Kombat?
some Raiden action. We got some sub heroes. What's going on?
Uh, uh, I like Liu Kang and I like the Liu Kang and Sub-Zero was always cool. I always did like Sub-Zero because even when I play the Mortal Kombat now, I play with Liu Kang or Sub-Zero. But I usually play. Oh, I lied. My favorite character is Jax, bro.
Jax, man.
Gotta
Okay,
rock
yeah.
with the homie.
Got the metal arm action happening.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Classic pick.
They got one. They got one Jax on one of the things, bro. You can grab a nigga all day, throw him all around the map. Go crazy.
Yeah, man. I haven't played Mortal Kombat in a long time. Have you tried the
You
new
know
one? The latest one?
what? Yes, I have. I'm pretty decent. I think that's one of the things I was kind of always pretty good fighting games and sports games. Well, I play sports in real life and I fight in real life too. So that's probably why I decent at those.
All right,
What
man. So we know you're a pretty high level guy in this game, right? What other hobbies do you have?
Oh, I make music. I play basketball. I
Wow.
do a lot of things, bro. You know
You,
what I'm saying? Like I don't know, one of the people, bro.
oh,
Like I try a lot of stuff. I'm always down, and I usually get good at stuff pretty fast.
you
Like
make
this game,
music.
everybody was like, "Yeah, I make
What type of music?
make rap music, well R&B music, because I make beats too. You know what I mean? And I rap.
Oh, wow. This guy
Well,
Is that
stays
on your
busy,
main
man.
channel, or do you have a separate channel where people could check that out?
I do have a separate channel, but
What's
sometimes
it?
I'll be
What is it?
is the my rap name DLC Butterman. But I haven't been posting much me making music because at one point I was on Twitch making beats and everything on Twitch. Oh, wow, I didn't
Nice.
mean to do
Yeah.
that. That was an accident. But I actually, not gonna lie, I just started doing that a few years ago. Like I just found out I was pretty good at it, so I just tried it out and just was able to, it just happened.
Nice,
It just
man.
rolled.
Well,
What was that link again?
yeah, we're gonna have to tag that. So if you could send me that message,
Yeah,
I'll probably
we'll
tag it
tag
down
that.
below. Yeah.
So you want me to, like I said, now is DLC Butterman. That's my rap name. But
DMC Butterman.
DLC.
Yeah,
I can say
DLC
DLC.
Butterman.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Amen.
When did
So
you said you're from New Orleans? Is that and that's why you're
Yeah, I'm
using
from New York.
Regis?
Yes, sir. Had to bring out, rep the clan, rep the section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wondered, do you participate in like the that big party they have down there? What is it called? I lost for
Mardi Gras?
words.
Yeah,
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 Mardi Gras.
everybody
Yeah.
does. Yeah,
You do
yeah,
that
it's
down
a
there?
huge party industry. Yeah, everybody does. You just there's no getting around it if you live in New Orleans. It's like a big like party in the streets. Cities like certain places it's hard to even drive to get to because it's like the streets are blocked off. And so basically, what I do is I just walk out my house and just walk. And then once you walk in certain parts and whatnot, just big party, big festival. A lot of people out doing a lot of things. And so, yeah, it's hard to explain because it's really just like a huge party in the street for a couple of days, well, almost like 2 weeks.
Two
Like kids
weeks.
get out of school and everything for it.
No way. They do that?
Yeah, so down here in New Orleans, but we get a lot of like breaks because like right after, you know how you have like your spring break. I mean, not the spring break, the Thanksgiving break, right? And then you got Christmas and New Year's. Then we got Mardi Gras. So right after those
Oh
breaks,
my God.
Mardi Gras, and then you get spring break, and then there's the summer. It's like we
That
barely in
is
school.
crazy. And since you mentioned it, you said your kids get out for break. I didn't even know you had kids, man.
No, no, I don't have kids,
Oh,
but
you
like
don't?
I
I
was
thought
a
you said you
child.
had kids. I'm like, wow.
No, I don't have children. I got little nieces and nephews and brothers and sisters
And
that
that's
go to
good
school.
enough,
Yeah,
huh?
I went to school out here. Yeah, that's how it was for me when I went to school.
Man.
So, Big Tuna, you're on the rank scene. You're high up there. You got some good fighting skills, right? Who
Yes,
would you
sir.
say is your toughest opponent that you came across on rank?
I think everybody's gonna say the same opponent for real. 'Cause I heard what you call it. I heard all the jabs say it too, and like you don't want to just say it because someone else said, but nah, it's a real deal. Because he's the only person I haven't beat yet, and it's Justin King.
Oh, you have not beat Justin yet.
Yeah, nah, I haven't beat him yet.
Oh,
Like we
man.
played a couple times, but I'm not gonna lie. Every time I do play Justin, I don't even go in trying to win. It really be a learning, and like most people, I go and actually try to beat him.
Right.
But him, it's like be learning more than anything. I feel like, all right, why he do that? Why he do this, that, and the third? So
Hey,
like I
Big
said, I haven't played
Tuna,
him in a while. Might be able
Yeah.
to
Big
give me a
Tuna,
little dub in.
you're skilled enough. Big Tuna, you're skilled enough to give us a bit of a breakdown. What does he do that's so good? Because we've
It's
been trying to
adjustments,
break it
G.
down ourselves.
Adjustments, G. I know
Yeah,
what he do.
yeah,
I
yeah.
figured it out, and it's not so much as like
Oh,
when like
okay.
I ain't gonna say I figured it out. So anytime I play him, I could beat him. He do what I would do. He just doing it a little bit better. He reading you. He's saying what you're gonna do, your punches and where you throw them and how you throw them, and make sure when I come in, avoid that and then hit you with something. But the thing that separates me and Justin, and he keep telling me I don't follow up a lot of my counters with too much power. With Justin, every time he gets a counter, he has some type of like muscle memory or skill mechanic, however it goes, to where he's following up with power every time. For me, I
Muscle memory. I
score.
like that. I
Yeah, I
like that.
score a lot of points. So sometimes, say if I get a counter, right? Say if we're doing this, we're in the middle of a fight, and I come in and I get a counter, boom. I usually follow up with a regular punch to make sure I score. At least I can get 1 or 2 punches in. So maybe like 3 punches. You see, Justin will come
Oh
in
yeah.
and get a counter, and right after he get a counter, he's following with some power every time. And sometimes there's like 1 or 2, then get out. He gonna hit you with another counter. So it's basically like how he like. It's more than that. It's deeper than that. But that's one of the things that I guess he
Big
was
Tuna.
teaching me. Yes.
Is he leaning to the side and waiting a split second before he throws that right? Is that the trick? Is
Ooh,
that what he's
Justin.
doing? Justin, he
Sometimes
throws
it
he
said
throws
like
the lead jab and then
it's,
the
it's
hook,
timing,
the
G.
check
It's
hook.
like what's
The
gonna happen
timing is
is
impeccable.
if I come in, I throw this lead jab, and I know you're gonna throw. I'm gonna wait a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Wait for you to block. Because you see how what I did just now, threw a jab, and he blocked his body because he thought a body punch was coming, and you go up top. Just wait. I'm waiting because sometimes he'll hit and wait, and then he'll do something, and then he'll catch you with a power punch. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
It's
the
yeah, man.
patience. The patience. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really timing, man. And like, I know everyone's probably gonna say that, Justin's the toughest opponent, but if everyone's saying it, like you said, it's for a reason. He's not
yeah.
so fucking easy to beat. He's
Nah, he's
he,
not easy to
he's
beat at all.
beat almost all of us here.
Nah, he's beat everybody.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
there's a
mean,
person
there's
that
not
said
one
that he
person that hasn't fought him and like hasn't been beat by him for sure.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He has a like even if he's lost, he's won. That's why I said it really don't even like when I go in and fight him, it ain't really super like. But the times I did super try, he beat me by like a point or two. You feel what I'm saying? We had some close fights, so it's not like I go in and I get knocked out. I just lose by a point or two at the end of it because it really be like a Mexican standoff, man.
yeah,
It's just
yeah. It's
yeah, but
every fight that I've had with Justin. It's man, like yeah, he wins most of the times. I've beat him like once, but
you know what Arthur Jab said?
whew, he's a
That
beast,
was
man.
that was right. He just hit you more times than you hit him.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
like I didn't have situations where I done got more counters and I done did this and I done felt like I done held my own around, but he didn't slip little subtle punches in just to get over on the scorecard.
man.
You feel what I'm saying?
There's a fight I uploaded on my page. I fought Justin. It was for Baby King's tournament. I lost, but it was such a good fight. He beat me like by a point or two. But
Yeah.
yeah, Justin,
I had
man,
a
he's
fight like that.
just
He beat me by literally 1 punch. Like he was like 30 punches. I was 29 punching the last round for the
oh my
gusto.
god,
You
that's
feel me?
insane, dude.
That was just one of the fights though. Like me and this man. Well, I haven't fought him in a while, like I said, but he I wonder who his toughest opponent is, because
Yeah, we gotta
you
get
feel
Justin on
me?
board, man.
Yeah, because his toughest opponent would be interesting to find out. Because I remember when I first fought him a lot, me and him was fighting, and he was like he liked my style of play a lot. I actually my first time fighting him, I had some people over and they was watching me fight, and they didn't know which one was which. They didn't know who was
Oh
what.
man,
They was like y'all fight exactly the same, and but he just do it a little better. Just it's a little more slippery with it. I don't know.
damn, they had a
But I do say
freaking
this. I do say this. When I first started playing this game, even till now, if you ask me my main and everything, why I was so studied with Sugar Ray, I don't have a main. G, like if you caught Justin, he's gonna be playing with like at the beginning it was like Crawford or Hami and all them and what you feel
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like when they had all those mains, I was just shuffling around playing with anybody. I was just trying to find who counters what, who's good to fight for who. When I run into people that's you feel what I'm saying?
No,
So
I agree. I get you, bro.
yeah, I didn't really pick up a super main. Took Regis because he got the hood on him, so I got
Got
to
the
rep.
town on him, yeah.
Yeah, got to rep the
Well,
set.
this is looking pretty good so far from you with Regis here.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
man.
even gonna lie. I
Yo,
Um,
barely
yo,
paid attention
no,
to the
yo,
fight. I'm talking to
Regis,
you.
no,
yo,
I mean
Regis
it's pretty good, man.
is dotting me up, bro. I'm like, yo, Tuna's movement is like unlike something I've
Tuna's going
played
crazy
against in
out
a
here, bro.
while. Yeah, definitely, I will give you that, bro. That shit is
All
It was
right, Tuna, I
insane.
crazy,
gotta.
bro. I'm not even like.
You're not even
I was
trying, which is a
autopilot mode.
crazy
Now I ain't gonna
thing.
say trying. Like I'm, Kings King. You ain't no scrub. I ain't gonna play with you like that.
No, but like you're
Yeah,
not locked in, bro. Is what I'm trying to say. It's just
yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
just got
I'm just
this, bro.
autopilot.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
moving.
So
Yeah, I'm
if
just.
I'm really gonna fight against you, man, I better be careful, dude. Tuna's movement
All
is
right,
insane.
Tuna. I got another question for you, man.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
What's something you would add or take away to Undisputed? Either or.
Carrying. Carrying would be nice. And because like I slip a lot because that's like my only parry to jabs. Oh, you gonna get in a jab
Ah,
standoff with people all day.
yes.
You feel what I'm saying? So parrying would be nice. A lot of people wouldn't like it, but I would like clinching. Like, but I would like to be able to throw some punches in the clinch, like some dirty boxing
Yeah. Oh
type.
my God,
Like
throwing
it
punches in the
like
clinch.
right, because a lot of people they put clinching on here. What's gonna happen is a lot of people might abuse it, right? They might over clinch and whatnot when they get. But I feel like if they put a clinch to where if you grab and throw the punches correctly, you can get a knockdown even in the grab. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
for
if they do
sure.
put clinch, if they were to do it, I think the way to stop it from being abused is to maybe have a cap per round on how many clinches you can do.
Yeah. Or it takes away stamina doing it like they do a push.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm
exactly.
saying? Another thing somebody said the other day that I thought was pretty interesting, they wish you could cancel punches. So you know how you could feint, right? So watch this. Say if I was to throw 1, 2 and cancel the straight and come with a left. You feel me?
Okay, yeah. Okay, instead of I get exactly what you're saying. That would be sick.
Yeah.
That oh
But
man.
see, I think it's like on UFC, if you do press R2, you can stop it. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you throw this punch, you can press R2 and that punch at the same time. And
It'll cancel that punch animation probably,
yes,
yeah.
yes, sir.
Wow. I have a question.
Talk to
What
me.
how did you join the 300 squad?
I never joined 300.
You
Like
weren't
that
in
wasn't
300?
we 300 like I got sent the invite one day, a random invite from one of them. I don't remember who or how it was, but they sent me an invite. I went in there and I fought a couple of them. It was just always fighting, and they was asking me to join, but I didn't. I really wasn't like. I'm not a big
Ah,
person to super join like gangs, the whole. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I took
Not saying
that.
it's a gang, but yeah, I mean, like even with Pride Fighters, like
Yeah.
Pride and all them asked me to join, and I just ain't, that ain't. And then the one that I rock with 300, like because when I was in the parties with them, I was just always fighting, we was always talking, we was always so I ain't take that walk because, some of them people in the they had their own, and it's just that wasn't my thing like that.
No,
And
okay.
I can see why a lot of people thought I was with it because I remember when they started fighting Baby King. And then I really wanted to fight on the YouTube scene. I wanted to just express my talent. So I was like,
Yeah.
look, bro, if y'all need somebody to fight, I won't go out there. Just send me out there. Because I was beating everybody. And they sent me out there. I did, fought and whatnot. So I could see why everybody thought. But that's why I was telling them, like, I wouldn't, not about to put 300 on my name or do
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Because, that really ain't something I was trying to do like that.
Well, yeah, I took that as yeah, I was misinformed and I always thought you were 300.
No,
But
sir.
like you said,
No, sir.
you fought them a lot.
Yeah, and I rock with them though. Like
Yeah,
like we
yeah.
always like I
That
just
was
got out of
yeah.
300 party just now. We just were in there fighting with them and playing 2K and stuff. Like they cool. Even when we had got that like together, I was like, it ain't like I'm disowning like I
Right,
don't
right.
rock with
Like you guys are
300.
still
Yeah,
like
yeah,
talking
nah,
to this point. So
yeah,
yeah.
nah, y'all cool. But it's a video game. It's deeper than that. I ain't,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. What would what would be your Mount Rushmore though of undisputed players?
of a undisputed
Yeah,
player. So I
Yeah.
guess since
top
I
four.
said Justin, I gotta put Justin up there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put his face right there. Dab on Justin, Art of Jab, probably Junebug, and for that fourth one. So Art of Jab, Junebug, Justin, and that's a good question. I got the fourth one. Thinking, I gotta think
No,
about
good.
this one.
Take your time, man. You got
You
a
could put
solid list right
yourself
now.
on there if
Yeah,
you'd
you could
like,
definitely put
man.
yourself up
No,
there.
It's
no, no.
fine.
I'm not gonna do that because there's some really good. There's amazing players out there that I done fought. I'm just trying to see who I could put over who, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
On for a spot because I know those three for sure has been my hardest matches. Who else? Oh no, I don't know. So look, I could probably people. That's a really good like fourth like spot. I'm trying to think who's beat me the most.
Oh,
Like
who
who
beat
I
you the
like.
most? So you got Justin. You got Arta Jab. You got
Right.
June.
Throw some names out there. Who you think's pretty good out there in that
Oh
world? That
man,
that
you probably played better
I play
competition I
everybody.
have, man. That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
guess.
I think. Uh, I don't know because I probably like I want to say Fox is pretty good. Akbar is pretty good. Like some of those UK guys. I ain't named none of the UK guys. So yeah, I think I need to put a UK guy in that list because they got some pretty good guys over there.
They
Oh,
do.
you know who I'm gonna put in my fourth one? Just because I taught him the ropes a little. I ain't gonna say I taught him the ropes. I actually just gave him some tips, and that really elevated his game to a very high standard. I think he's pretty good. He's just young. Solar.
Solar.
Oh,
Wow.
that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard of
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, so Solar's like 14, 15, or 16 years old,
Yeah,
something
he's
like that.
super young, and that's what gets
So
him.
so y'all see that skill level of that
Yeah.
being that young and him able to like and when he listens and when I told him the advice to like be more patient with his punches and jabs, me and him had a match, bro, and he whipped me all
Wow.
jabs, just working the jab out, and I felt so proud because I was like, that's what it shows a testament of the patience and how much he takes advice. Like a lot of young
Right.
dudes,
Yeah.
they
Some
don't,
can't.
all right.
Well, Solar. Well, that's some respect from Big Tuna right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Hey,
get
man,
put
how
my
long have
dog
you
up.
been a boxing fan?
Uh, I wanted to box my whole life. I ain't even gonna lie to you. When I was young, I used to always ask my mama to put me in boxing, but she never wanted to put me in there. She'd say, "It's too many licks to the face, son."
It's like, nah,
I
you
felt
gotta.
played. I was like, "Damn, Mario, you think I'm gonna dodge him? You think I'm gonna move out the way?" But nah, when I was little, my people they had put a they put a boxing bag, a heavy bag in my backyard, and I used to wear that bitch out. Oh man, hours all in, and I just good one. And I just fell in love with the sport, just fighting. Period. Like I just like growing up a little boy, you always want to fight. You always got a lot of testosterone.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Not
yeah,
sure if we asked you this yet already, but the thoughts on the lunging body jab.
I don't mind it. Hey, listen, one thing about it is in boxing. I done seen some boxers throw 3, 4 body jabs to the body. Who do it's a prober. I understand it. I see how it is. Look, it's a video game, G. Every video game that comes out is gonna have some type because you gotta think we humans, bro. Once we see the same thing over and over and over again, we can find ways to implement it and abuse it. That's just
Yeah.
what it is. So in real life, doesn't happen as prominent because it has a lot of. So that's one thing I do say. Should be more vulnerability on the game. Like, say, for example, if you come in with the body jab and I hit you with a perfectly timed uppercut, a power uppercut, you should be stunned automatically. Or if two of them
Yeah, for
happen, you
sure.
feel what I'm saying? Like some of those times is you got to take too many. Like, for example, when I be dipping, sometimes I get caught by good uppercuts and those should stun me or drop me, but they
Yeah.
don't.
Yep. You're
And it
right.
makes you, and it gives you
Good
the
point.
room to
Good
just
point,
keep
man.
doing it, right? You're just
You're
gonna
right.
keep, you're not gonna stop it unless they make you stop.
No, I agree completely. Yeah. Yeah. The body job, I think, is here to stay, in my opinion. I don't think it's gonna get taken out.
I
I've
don't
seen.
All
mind
right,
it.
Big
Yeah.
Tuna,
Like
you,
I
you
don't
played
mind it.
There's ways
Big
around
Tuna.
it. You
You
could check hook
you
it.
played a lot. You got some tips. You're a skilled player. What's some tips you would give to, let's say you were starting fresh. This was your first day playing Undisputed.
So
What kind of tips would you give yourself?
this not Mortal Kombat. Don't come out here just trying to
Pushing
like
buttons.
pushing buttons.
Yeah.
Live behind the jab. I know it might get boring to some people that don't box, but stamina is key. So in order to keep stamina, you have to jab, stick
Yep.
your punches, patience
Yeah.
and spin movement in space, bro. Like that. See me, I'm a big movement guy. As y'all can see, that's one of my big things. But slow feet don't eat. Like in real
That's
boxing, a
true,
lot
man.
of boxers, the ones that move the best, they usually get the most results. Halome Chico, his whole career was off of just movement.
That's
Wasn't so
facts.
much of hitting you the hardest. Wasn't so much being the fastest or the strongest or the biggest. It's about how well can I get these punches in and not get hit. So
Tuna,
Yeah,
man,
good
you
point.
fucking beat me down this fight, and I appreciate you coming in for the day, man. I wanted to know what would
uh,
be your death row meal.
my death row meal is probably gonna be some gumbo, bro. You make some cornbread, You sprinkle a little bit of cornbread in it with some potato salad on the side, real southern, like my one of my
Oh
grandmothers
man.
would like.
Damn, son.
You feel what I'm
That sounds
saying?
good, man.
Yo,
Yeah,
man,
man,
that
southern.
is amazing. That sounds great.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
gotta take it
god.
back to the roots of
Save
my
me
What
a
the
daughter.
seat at the
hell? Yo,
table.
did you guys see the score here?
Oh, majority with
What
the
the hell?
decision.
This is the
You
weirdest
got a
scoring
fucking
I've ever
92,
seen.
98, or 95, 95.
What? To me, in my
What the
opinion,
hell happened, man?
the real scoring across the board should have been 92, 98. All three of them.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I felt like you won a couple rounds because I'm like I didn't even like
Yeah,
I
I
said I
won
was on
those two. I
autopilot.
won
So
those two rounds on the third judge. That's it. Anything else? Yeah, this scoring is crazy, man.
but I like it though because what is all it's like if the fights are close is gonna give the different because that's how it is in real life. You know, some
Yeah,
judges go to certain ways, some no.
some
So,
robberies and
but
some not.
I know why though. So peep this, right? Some of those rounds that it say you won, that on the other one you got more counters. You feel what I'm saying? Or your percentage was
Ah,
higher.
okay.
Yeah, I might have
Yeah.
landed more punches, but you had a better percentage, more counters. You had something. You had something better.
Let's
So,
see the stats.
Let's see the stats. Let's see.
so all right. They said you won. Go to round nine, right?
Round
Round
9.
nine. Two
No, you
judges.
had more counters there. How did I win that round?
But what about the percentage? What about the
You
what did
had
that
higher
run down?
percentage. Yo, they are cracked
You had more
out.
punches. You landed more punches though. Round nine, you landed
Oh,
24 punches. You
barely.
feel what I'm saying? And then but that happens though. Like if you got over something that I don't know. After playing it so long, you kind of start catching on,
Yeah.
like to how they would like round 10, what they said around.
But anyway,
Oh, same
guys,
thing.
thanks for
Landed more
watching
punches.
Spar Talk, where we get to know the game within. Today we had Big Tuna on the show,
Thank for having me,
and
man.
I'm Zeus with my co-host Jobs. We'll see you
You're.
next time.
If he was 30
Woo.
and just doing that like how you doing that right now,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be fun. That wouldn't be
Got
fun to
those
play against at all.
reflexes.
Yeah, the quicker reflexes. He gonna have
Yeah,
better
yeah.
judgment.
I'm
Cause
old, man.
I seen
My
how he
reflexes
fights.
aren't there.
Yeah,
He's in on that jab. As soon as you miss, he's in.
right.
He's already
But
countering you with the
see
jab.
what for him, the only a lot of them dudes beat him because they get in his head because he's young. Like I don't
Oh
get in his
yeah,
head. I don't shit talk him to solo. You feel what I'm saying? I actually like help him and prep him and uplift him when we in the rounds and everything. If I beat him in a round,
Yeah.
I tell him like, look, you got to watch this. Or if he beat me up, like good job with that. So it keeps motivating him. You know, some of them dudes they be playing him, they be like, shit talking to him, woo doop, and they get him out of his game because he's 15. It's easy to fucking manipulate a
oh
child.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. And it's
yeah,
easy to
yeah,
talk shit to one too, right? But
right.
nah, bro, we
I
can't
So
be
think I
doing
was even
that.
in Discord with you, and then Solar's like going off talking all this shit, and we're like, "Fuck you!" And you're like,
yeah.
"This kid is 15, by the way." I'm like, "Oh shit!
Yeah, I
All
had to
Yeah.
right, we
post that.
gotta."
I kept wanting to, because I kept wanting to post that and show like, bro, we are adults, bro. And if y'all egg that on, they're gonna promote that. And as an adult, bro, you kind of don't want him to feel
Right.
like that's even
Yeah.
cool. Because a lot of
Yeah,
them dudes
exactly.
doing that in there, and he thinking that's fine, and that's not, bro. Because you're going to real world, going to these
Right.
real
You don't
boxing
want him to
gyms and all that.
disrespect,
Gonna get
these
punched
people,
out if you're
man.
not
Yeah.
careful,
Right.
right?
So
Yeah.
you want to like humble, have respect for everything. Everywhere you go, it's something I was taught when I was young. They says penitentiary rules, bro. Respect yourself and everything around you.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah, I feel that.
Well, I'm glad that
that's
you see it that way with him. Not a lot of people see that with Solar because he's young and maybe he gets under someone's skin a lot. But
he
he's just
does.
a kid at the end of the day. That's what they do.
I was like that. I
Yeah,
was a kid, a
exactly.
rambunctious kid that was just. I was kind of sometimes disrespectful. Just you child, bro. Especially if, you don't know what's going on in the home, what parents doing with what. So that
Yep.
man just doing like what he feel is right until he find out that it's not right.
Yep.
So it's
No,
like that's just
I agree
how
with you,
life
bro.
Well,
works.
with his
Yeah.
generation too, you can talk all that shit to someone online, right? Like maybe
That's a
back
big thing.
10
That
years ago, it's a little different. You
can't
ain't
do
gonna see
that.
that person.
Like you had to play video games looking at the person next to you,
Yeah, man. And if
Yeah,
you
right?
talk
this
shit,
And
man,
so
motherfucker's gonna
that's a
beat my
different
ass.
type time.
someone's
Like
getting
you got
slapped.
like I didn't had times, bro, coming up. I've always been really good at video games. So I used to live in like different houses and things of that nature, and a lot of people would come over. and I will beat everybody ass, and they'll just be passing the sticks around until a point they made a rule that after I beat everybody
After you
ass and
beat
it went around,
everyone,
I
yeah,
had to
you
pass it.
give your remote up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so, but what that humbles you though, because you get in situations that people don't even want to play you no more, and you can't even play the game because you're
Yeah.
so competitive and you winning, and like you making everybody feel this feeling that you hate feeling, losing, right? And so then you get to the humility part. You're like, oh man, I just want to play to have fun. That's when you start teaching people. Like I said with Solo, like I knew he was really good, and I felt like if I taught him certain things, he'd end up beating me. That's the goal, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Iron
You're
sharpen iron.
100% right. There's a
Yeah,
lot of actual like people that I've seen in the community. Like if you look at Pago,
yeah,
he taught DBZ and he taught Sky Adam Smith, and they're
yeah.
like the 2.0 version of him. So
That's
I always
what you
think that
want
kind
though.
of shit, and no one really sees that. If you pay
But
attention, like you,
that's not something you do that for. You know what that's called, bro? It's called the student teacher complex. Been around for a
yeah,
long time. You have so the student teacher complex basically is a lot of people are afraid to teach people what they know because they gonna use it against them, or they might not need them no more, or they might use it to defeat them, or
Ah.
they might. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And so there's a bad thing about that. One, you can die with knowledge that could have helped the world, and two, you can ain't never helping people release they get to their potential. And so
Yeah.
eventually they gonna use it against you. Eventually they're gonna find somebody to teach them
Yeah.
more and better.
Yeah.
But you know the beauty of just teaching people, it makes you better, right? So if I'm learning this way of fighting, right? I've been fighting, I got really good. I'm beating everybody ass, and I'm not teaching. Then I'm teaching people why I'm beating their ass. Eventually, somebody on my level of intelligence gonna find a way and use that and beat me, right? And you know what that's gonna make me do? That's gonna make me find a way
get
to get
better.
better than where I
Yeah.
was, right? To beat them as a constant elevation now instead of a stagnant when you keep that information to yourself, right?
Man, you gotta clip that chops. That 1 minute of wisdom. Like, damn, bro. Some Mr. Miyagi shit.
Yeah,
My bad
man.
game. My bad
Nah,
game.
dude.